Chapelier Fou is a French composer, film composer, and instrumental electronic fusion modern classical artist. This is the first artist that I've stumbled upon, Chapelier Fou. It was an album originally where I thought I was going to absolutely love it, but with repeated listens I did start to falter with it as I started to notice a few flaws that stood out to me. But honestly, overall, I do think it is honestly really good. There's this great combination of ideas on this album, as you have these beautifully arranged orchestral moments mixed in with these electronic moments that come out of nowhere in some tracks, which is really cool because you're just not expecting it. But yet the way that Chapelier Fou manages to fuse two elements together, I think, is incredibly impressive. One of the best moments for that, I think, is Am Schlachtensee, which is this almost Game of Thrones type introduction. Honestly, it's just this really like harrowing and haunting orchestral piece. And then in the second half, you just transition into this almost goofy electronic part that's just like, what? I mean, the transition works somehow, but it's honestly really weird to just even conjure up the idea of doing this. It's like when live action films suddenly transition into like animated scenes or something. La Vie de Cognac is the exact same thing. The juxtaposition of the beautifully arranged strings, and then you've got the like goofy section with the electronics. It's really weird. Like the synthesizer does sound very cartoonish, but yeah, it somehow works. But I think the moments that don't quite work is where you have one song that's doing something and then the next track immediately after doesn't quite work. I think maybe if these ideas were fused together like they are in these two songs that I've just mentioned in one track, where like you have a beat switch or something, then maybe it would have worked a little bit better, because it kind of feels a bit clunky when you've just got like one track going for an acoustic guitar idea and then you go into like the electronics the next track or something. Because the tracks themselves are really good. I do like L'Etat Name, but it does bring the shaky consistency with it when it's just kind of lumped in the middle of the track listing. It's a nice, beautiful little track, but where does it really fit in the album? It would have been an absolutely great album, I think, if there was just a smoothness to it, you know? The ending, though, is actually really strong with the somber tones of the final track, Everest Trail. And some of the somber moments throughout the album actually incredibly touching on emotional level. Like, I think you could definitely bask yourself in what's going on, because the music is just so on point at times. And you can tell that Chapelier Fou has incredible talents. But for me, I just think it just needed a bit more consistency, because I just wanted to love this, but I just didn't quite reach that for me, which is a huge shame, because I wanted to. So I'm going to go 7 out of 10. Definitely check this out. Not really being talked about that much this year, but that's what I like to try and do on this channel. Bring you some albums, some fresh music that you may not be even thinking about or have any idea about or even know the existence of. So I hope you watch this video and check out the album based on what I've said, because that would be great. That'd be great. Thank you for watching. Do have a good day and goodbye.